Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurus Moth here, and tonight we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be taking a look at 3 recently released Red Ninjas and seeing how they differ. I didn't want to do... I did a review of the Hand Ninja over here. However, I wanted to do a video that compared all 3 kind of in a more concise manner, so this isn't going to be a full-on review of each one individually. Just going to kind of show you quickly how they size up, and hopefully this won't be too long of a video, just enough to kind of give you an idea. If you're questioning which Red Ninja do I get, hopefully I can help you steer you in the direction of what works for you, because there's good things about all of these. I love all of them for different reasons. I do have my favorite, but I'm going to leave that to the end. So without further ado, let's do this. Okay, looking at the aesthetics of our 3 Red Ninjas, we can see that there are a lot of common elements, however they are all very distinct. You can definitely tell which is which. So left to right, we have our Marvel Legends Hand Ninja, we have our G.I. Joe Classified Red Ninja, and then we have our Articulated Icons Crimson Fury Ninja. And they all, again, it's a lot of similarities, a lot of differences. They scale differently, they use a lot of the similar elements they have differently. So aesthetics is such a personal thing, and really what works for you is going to depend on what you're looking for and what you really want, which is again the purpose of this video. So looking at things, we have minimal paint on our Hand Ninja, and you know, some nice touches here and there, and that's good. It's very, very basic. The most unique being the G.I. Joe Classified. There's a lot of very unique sculpts. Again, this is built off the Snake Eyes buck that they did, and they did a really good job of making this look different between the belt with the sash piece and the shoulder piece here. And then we have our Articulated Icons Ninja, which is probably, I would say, when I think ninja, this is the most basic version of what I think of, and that is a compliment. That's not a detriment to this. So going from that, if you're looking at the aesthetics of these things, if you want something more basic, you're definitely going to be going either Articulated Icons or Marvel Legends. And if you want something really unique or something that's going to kind of pop just a little bit more, I would say the G.I. Joe Classified Red Ninja. However, it is so distinct that you definitely know what it is. So if you're looking for something a little more like that's just going to blend in and be something for your other figure to punch, one of these two. If you're looking for something more unique, you want to add a little more dynamicism, I'm probably saying that wrong, you're going to go for your G.I. Joe Classified. So in terms of calling a winner for aesthetics, I really can't. It's such a personal thing. So, you know, that one is definitely up to you. If I'm going to declare a winner, generally if I'm doing army builders and I want just someone fighting ninjas, I'm probably going to go with the Articulated Icons. Now accessories. Ooh, you know I love accessories. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. Right off the bat, Hand Ninja has the fewest accessories. That's partially due to him coming with a Build-A-Figure piece. So that is what it is. But beyond that, what you get are your 2 grippy hands, your 2 martial arts kind of claw hands, you get your ninja sword, and you get your 2 kamas. And that's about it for them. For the Classified Red Ninja, you get a great arsenal. I mean, this one definitely wins in terms of the breadth of weapons you get with the base. So you get everything that actually came with the original special edition Classified Snake Eyes. So you get your 2 hatchets, tomahawks, axes, whatever those are actually called. You get 2 kamas for him. You get a shorter, more katana style sword that has a different name that I can't think of at the moment, so forgive me for that. You get 2 sais, and then you get the really long sword, which I also forget the name of because I just can't think. I'm super tired, so we'll forget that. Oh, and you get your holder on the back. So if you're going to put the axes in the Classified Red Ninja's hands, he can have everything on him at once, which is really cool. That is a plus for me. That's actually one of the things I love about the classified line. Finally, the articulated icons ninja, while being a very basic ninja, you get options. And this is one of the things I love about this particular entry, is that we get 2 different harnesses. We get kind of a more modern sort of straps, works as like an actual harness. You get just the over-the-shoulder strap. Then you get your sheaths with 2 swords, a longer one and a shorter one. You get a kunai, which does have a hole in the end, so if you want to make that a scorpion style kunai, you can totally do that. Trying to get in on that, it's not going to work. In terms of heads, you actually get different head options with this one. So you have the more modern style ninja, and you get an older one. I guess older style, more everything's tied off. Coming in on that. So you get that. You also get options with a hood down and a hood up. Then you get your hands. So you get 2 grippy hands, just as you have with all of them. Going back classified, all you get are your grippy hands that also have trigger fingers, which I mean, again, they came from Snake Eyes, so that is what it is. So your grippy hands, your chopping hands, and you get fists. So in terms of, I guess, ranking them, I'm going to say number 3 is definitely Hand Ninja. You just don't have as many options in terms of personalizing. Personally, for me, with army builders, I like personalization options. Like, if you really want to bring life to photos and really kind of paint a scene, you want to paint some individuality. Wow, excuse me there. And you can't really get that here. Number 2 is going to be our classified ninja. Great arsenal. However, in terms of expressiveness and individuality, you just got the single hands. You got plenty of options for weapons. So there's something there, and just it works out. You've got options, and I like that. The most options you get are definitely the articulated icons. I mean, you can make you can get a whole bunch of them, and they can all look different depending on how you arrange these items. And that's not even including if you get the Arms and Wraps pack. So for me, the winner is articulated icons. However, as I'm going to repeat throughout this video, whatever your application is, it's going to be different. So take from this what you will. And moving right along into what is probably the second most contentious thing with these 3, and that is the articulation. And while they do share a lot of the same points that you see on a lot of 1/12 collectible figures, they're definitely implemented differently. They are tooled differently. Just the engineering is in the same vein, but the way it's executed is very, very different. And I have them starting off in these poses because this is one of the better examples where you can kind of see their splits. And I know I have the Hand Ninja and kind of going for more of a split, but that's more to show that is the full extent you're going to get there. That's as wide as you get with the Hand Ninja, whereas these 2 you can get full splits. But I want to move top to bottom, and in order to keep this as succinct as possible, especially where the articulation is so similar, I'm going to focus more on the differences in this section to try and kind of pare the timing down. So heads on these 2 are the same. The classified ninja, we actually have a ball joint in the head and the neck, so you get some pretty extreme motion, and you get not a ton of tilt, but definitely more than you were going to get with the other 2. In terms of shoulders, the only one without the only one without butterfly joints is our articulated icons ninja. You can still get some pretty decent poses, but you again aren't going to get your full-on like craziness. However, that being said, your butterfly joints in Hand and classified Red Ninja aren't crazy. Probably the best on your classified red, but I'll be honest, the gi kind of gets in the way for the Hand Ninja, so you're not going to get crazy poses out of that, but it does help a bit, especially considering the sculpt they did here. So that's another key thing to keep in mind. Next differences are going to be your diaphragm joint for each of them. There's a little more different where these two look similar. Are Crimson Fury Ninja. This is implemented differently than I've ever seen, that I've seen on any other figures, where I don't know how well it's going to come out on camera, but you can see a peg there. So, and you can see a little bit of a gap here. So there's kind of a space for that to go to crunch and come back, but it's also able to turn all the way around. So you get some pretty cool motion there, and it keeps the sculpt looking pretty good, at least as far, in my opinion. Coming over to the Hand Ninja, you can still turn around. I think it breaks up, no, I was gonna say it breaks up the sculpt a little bit more, I think, just because of the bagginess of the gi, but people are gonna differ on their opinions on that, so, you know, that is all in how you view it. Coming down to the hips, same thing for Hand Ninja and your Crimson Fury Ninja. However, this is cut a little more deeply into the hips, so that's why you get those full splits. With our Hand Ninja, you actually have drop down hips. Not your Hand Ninja, I'm sorry, your classified Red Ninja, Cobra Red Ninja. You have drop down, so you can come down like that, and that's going to allow you to get that full straight out. So you can do some like kick-ass jump kicks, stuff like that. Beyond that, they're pretty much very similar. So again, kind of depending on how crazy you want to get with the poses. If crazy deep poses and different sort of stuff isn't your thing, they're just going to be getting beat up on, they're more going to be flying around, then I think the Hand Ninja is going to be fine, especially at the price point. If you want more crazy stuff, then either Crimson Fury or Cobra Red Ninja are definitely going to be the figures for you. Okay, and for this last section, I just wanted to go quickly over just some general scaling and pricing stuff with these three figures. So immediately you can see with the scaling, our Hand Ninja is the tallest, our Cobra Red is the middle, and Crimson Fury is probably the shortest, or is the shortest. This has been kind of, the articulate icons do run a little bit small. Marvel Legends are usually kind of middle of the road, but for whatever reason, Hand Ninja is really tall. And I did show this in my review, but I'm going to show it again here just in the interest of having it in both places. So putting our Daredevil, which tends to be the standard height for a lot of Marvel Legends male bucks, he's almost half a head taller. So Hand Ninja is pretty much like the most likely to work with 1/10 scale if you're going to be trying to work photos or displays with that. Other than that, I've got to say everything is always about kind of your force perspective and tricks like that in terms of making them work with different lines. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep this succinct, so I'm not going to show them next to a bunch of different lines right now, but I recommend going and checking out videos by D Amazing and Just J Hernandez, both of whom have reviewed all three of these, and their reviews are great. So please check them out and subscribe to their channels, because they're influences of mine, and I can only hope to be that good eventually. So yeah, that being said, we're moving on to price. And our Marvel Legends tend to be $20, maybe $22, depending on where you're getting them. Classified tends to be anywhere from $22 to $24, just like a couple bucks more. Again, a lot of the extra tooling and engineering and the articulation is probably where that's coming from. And for articulate icons, the base price is $40. However, they run sales all the time, and those sales these figures will be anywhere from 15 to 50% off, which is fantastic. And they run these sales all the time. So really, you're pretty much getting them at around the same price point. This one's just a little more timing. And that's all I got to say about those. And so those are the 3 Red Ninjas in 1/12 scale on the market right now. 3 main ones anyway. And hopefully this was informative. My goal in putting this together was to kind of show how they measure up, just kind of as a whole, instead of doing it in each review, which is why I didn't want to take the Hand Ninja review to go over all of this. This definitely ended up being a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's not really surprising considering there's a lot to go over. That being said, my personal favorite is definitely the articulated icons. I, once again, love accessories and options, and I like that they just have a very basic, like that's as basic as a ninja gets, and that allows you to take all those accessories and really make something cool and a lot of different formations. So for me, that's a major point. For you, that might be different. The $20 price point on the Hand Ninja is definitely appealing. It's the most limited of the 3, but the Cobra Ninja is really hard to find, and army build, though I've seen a lot of people get really big armies of them. So, your results may differ depending on where you live and your means and all that sort of thing. So, with all that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you made it all the way through to here, thank you so much. If you haven't already done so, please click like and subscribe, because I'll be doing videos that should be going up every Thursday. I know this one in particular will not be. However, every Thursday, possibly every Tuesday and Thursday when I have more to review. So thank you so much. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Peace.